Hey everyone, it's Young Skeleton over here, and in today's video I'm gonna talk a bit about the new class match. Semi-new. I've been trying to gather some experience with it, and I mean, I should have made this video sooner because I kinda knew about the meta a little bit, but I'm just not really a fan of the PvP meta in this game. It's kinda weird because I always like wanted something like this, like in older tactics game. Like I always thought about having PvP in Final Fantasy Tactics, Tactics A2, and but I know I don't think I really like the execution in this game. But yeah, let's talk about how things are and how you should take advantage of the situation. So the map is Ancient Ruins, the one that came along with Ildira. Theoretically, you should have like a lot to play around when it comes to elevation, but magic and missile are both very nerfed. Like every unit starts with 50 magic attack resistance and missile attack resistance. So like those two types of units, like they're immediately I don't want to say throwing the garbage, but yeah, they're not really optimal. Um, so what other thing we can think about that when we see like missile and magic attack are both nerfed? Uh, the most common attack types that get like 100% hit attacks, like guaranteed hits, are missile and magic. So evasion is really strong at the moment. Uh, so when another thing that is really strong in class matches in general is time magic. Quicken is such a powerful spell. And so you should really try to take advantage of that. Here they try to put a strange little condition for us. So only the unit cost like should be below 220. Uh, After you add vision cards and whatever, like it's not a problem. You can go as high as you want, but the units themselves cannot cost over 220 like when their costs are summed. So this is a really interesting what's the name of obstacle that we are trying to tackle right here. So what units like did I start when I tried playing it for the first time? So my strongest unit, like arguably that falls under like those restrictions, like not a missile unit and not a magic unit, is probably Halloween Raryu. Um, I think him and what's his name, Howlett are both really powerful in this map in general. And this is what I started with. My weak unit, my low cost unit was Gifgarian, and I had some success with this team until I fought Evasion. So for that reason, I changed my equipment and like I removed Miranda's weapon and I honestly just made her tanky because I didn't want her to die. I want her to be as tanky as possible and as fast as possible at the same time. So all of this is basically trying to make her tanky and fast. Like fast with this and this, and tanky with this. Uh, Vision card to raise Raryu's magic and make her a bit tankier versus lightning. And Gefgarian, like he's a secondary unit that you cannot really ignore. He deals so much damage, and this vision card also helps Ryu. Originally, Ryu had Chocobo vision card, but I kept like fighting evasion comps, and even after adding this card, which has a fuck ton of accuracy by the way, and has good magic, I kept missing attacks, so it was too frustrating. So I went back to the drawing board. Uh, so I ended up with this team. I swapped out and got my secondary damage dealer to be Frederica and Phoebe as my support because she's a main job time mage. She gets access to haste and quicken, so I would end up doing this instead. And of course, like a dumbass, I forgot that Frederica's nerfed in this mode. Uh, like her gunner doesn't like Ranger when she tries to hit people with sharpshoot, it deals no damage. So even if it is a 100% hit, like you cannot miss, like you're dealing so little damage that they'll just kill you and your team before you get to kill them. Uh, I thought about this after I had already made other changes, but a ninja subjob should be good because you have Decider of Fate and you have the attack that ignore resistances. The ton type attacks like Koton, Doton. I forgot what's the lightning attack, but it doesn't have an attack type. It's only lightning attack and no physical or magical type. It's based off of attack. So like this would influence it, like this number right here would influence it. And I could get rid of this card and just use something more useful instead, like to make Raryu stronger. Instead, what I ended up doing was shifting over to this team. I'm still training my Glaciella. She's not really that strong, but she has what I believe to be the only 100% accuracy attack that's not magic or missile. Surefire Burst, the one that has like a cross AoE. She's really good because she has like uh, a lot of slash resistance, which is already a very prominent damage type. And after you nerf missile and magic, like you're only left with strike and pierce. And strike is really a non-factor. And pierce, oh, it is really strong, but not everyone runs it. Like it's just easier to run slash resist. So you can give her iron plate. I don't have golden armor, but yeah, you can just give her any slash resist gear. And like a dumbass, I also forgot to raise her what's what's the name of the Esper? Why can't I see the Esper? Oh yeah, Siren here. I forgot to raise her Siren Resonance, so I'm using Ifrit instead. Same thing with Phoebe actually. It should have been Shiva for her to get like the highest possible speed, but like a dumbass I forgot to raise her affinity or resonance with Shiva, so I'm using Ramu instead. And here's the same thing, same principle. I'm running Titan on Glaciella just because she gets like this bonus, like to get her attack real high. A lot of pierce attack, good attack. High dexterity, which raises both damage and accuracy when I don't have any more surefire bursts or whatever. And human killer on physical attacks for her. Phoebe's running this. And good magic, not that it matters on her. But it gives 25 human killer for Raryu. And I'm considering changing up this card. I don't really think that speed matters that much when you got like haste and quicken, but that's still up for test. So this is the team that I think I'm gonna stick with it. And if I cannot, uh, because my Glaciella wasn't actually trained. I maxed her out today. Like I bought shards for her with medals and shit, and I actually only got her to 89. But I awakened her today, so she still doesn't have like equipment. It's not resonance, is like proficiency. Uh, her Ifrit resonance is pretty high, but it's still not 10. Uh, what else? Affinity with other units is still not that high, so yeah. But still, if I'm not able to run her, I'll go back to this team and run Ninja Sub Job, see how it goes versus evasion teams. So what else? So now I'm gonna talk about two teams that I think are also pretty strong. Quicken is really strong. I think it is the name of the meta, and you can take this team to the extreme and use uh, this setup instead. So you remove one of the units and you just go with double time mage. Here I'm running Stern, Knight of Ruin, just because he is probably the strongest unit in the game right now. You could swap him out for Gilgamesh and have the same effect, like the same exact effect, where you have like one real strong unit that just destroys, pierces through defenses, and deals like obscene amounts of damage, and like these two to support him. Uh, like to avoid getting eaten by evasion comps, run discard, and since these two like they don't matter, they're not here to deal damage. Like you can just honestly run whatever you want here. Just run whichever Esper makes them faster, and run cards for them, like actually that are actually for Super Stern. Uh, Here, same thing. You run speed cast to make her cast faster, jump plus one to make her move around better. Speed cast for her, and second ability kind of doesn't really matter. I don't think any of these makes any difference. And for Super Stern, Desperation for better attack. And I think also, I mean, Blade Soul and Desperation, like get a very high attack and a bit of evasion. But since a lot of people are running accuracy here, your evasion won't matter too much. Uh, I haven't seen this type of comp too much, but when I watch GP videos, I think it is the one that I see winning the most. Like when I watch old videos, like from this meta back in their day. Um, and also very popular evasion just because holy is a non-factor. And same thing with sharpshoot. Like those two skills, they do not affect you at all. So you can just get away with running evasion, and you only have to be careful with Glaciella. So this is the setup that I came up with. Last I think is the best one, the strongest evasion unit, but you can run Venera. Like, how do I say this? You can run Venera plus anyone with this comp. I think Lasvo is a bit stronger, like he deals better damage and has better range. So I opted for giving him the Illusory Bells. But if you don't have him, you can just run like Bells on Venera, also Valve on Venera, get whoever else you want. Like you can honestly run Lucia, Frederica, any other physical like Ramza. I've heard people say that he's a decent evasion unit. Orlando, same thing. Just run any other evasion unit that you want. Give the bells to whoever you want to deal the most damage. Same thing with Valve Love. Give Valve Love to whoever you want to deal the most damage. And to the other two units, you just give Shiva and Secrets of the Heart. That's the name of the card. Your other two TMRs can be whatever you want. If you have someone that can use, like Orlando, that can use the apron, I think he can use it at least. Give the apron to him and like Belster whatever. And your other TMR can again be anything. You can just run Bewitching Boots to get like good agility. Like when in doubt, just run anything that gives agility. But yeah, I think that this team like it's kind of a rock paper scissors. Uh, uh, Evasion beats double time mage. Double time mage beats single time mage, and single time mage uh, beats evasion, just because with single time mage you can run Glaciella or a ninja for the what's the name of the fucking attack? Decider of Fate. So yeah, I think this is the meta, like what what you could run. Uh, make make sure that you let me know in the comments if I missed any 100% hit attacks, like that are not, of course, holy or sharpshoot or magic attacks in general, missile attacks in general. So I think this is gonna be it for the video. Again, I tried recording a video with this team, but the recording went real bad. Uh, not because I lost or anything. I mean, I did lose. That's why I changed over to this team. But the actual recording was real bad. Uh, and so I decided not even upload it. I actually did this video like multiple times already. Uh, like I did an overview of my team, and then I talked about other teams that I think are strong. It was basically this video, but uh, but it also had the gameplay. But since the gameplay was so botched, like the recording quality was real bad, I just opted not really upload it. Instead I made this video talking about my new team, my old teams, and these two teams. It's gonna be it for today. See you guys tomorrow, hopefully, with a recording with my new team. See you guys soon. Bye bye.